and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ilsa, mom of 6, and I'm homeschooling my 3 youngest children, 14, 5, and 3, and we are coming close to finishing our second full year of homeschooling, and it has been going so well. There has been a lot of trial and error, some bumps in the road. Please excuse the background noise. My 3-year-old is regressing. He does not want to take naps, so we are trying to transition into having a 3-year-old that no longer naps. So what we've been using is The Good and the Beautiful for my 5-year-old and my 3-year-old, introducing my 3-year-old into just a little bit of 10-minute sit down with the alphabet and numbers and colors, and he will also be jumping into level K when he's ready to. But right now, my 5-year-old is on level K. He just turned 5 this past January, and we started level K in late August because we are electric year-round homeschoolers. So what that means is that when the end of the school year hits and everyone's taking their summer break, we're going to continue. It's not going to be as rigorous, and we won't have 5 days a week of learning, but we'll still be learning and sticking to our curriculum. So right now, my 5-year-old is doing level K language arts. It is 120 lessons for the entire curriculum, and we are a little bit more than halfway done with it, and he's truly enjoying it. And I love The Good and the Beautiful. I am so glad that with everything that has changed and the seasons changing and introducing different things and adding things into our homeschool, the only thing that has not changed is the fact that we will continue to use The Good and the Beautiful. It has been a good curriculum. My son engages really well with it. We love the colors. We love everything that's added into it. And we're also doing level K, The Good and the Beautiful math. And the only thing is, with the level K of the math, I did not purchase the actual printed copy. I got the free sample of level K math right off their website, and it has been working for us really well because I was not sure what math I would have been using, but we've been using level K math with The Good and the Beautiful, and it's been going great. My son loves it. So this is a little bit of the curriculum, and we're currently reading Bobby and the Big Road, which is a chapter book, and it has been incorporated into the language arts book, and we've been reading that for 7 days because we're on 8 days because we've completed 8 chapters so far, and it just helps a child understand longer reading without pictures, because little ones love to read with pictures, which is fine because they also have the Booster A cards. So we are sticking to this curriculum. We will be jumping into level 1 after taking a 2-week break. We will complete level K, take a 2-week break, and we'll jump into level 1. So we are also part of a co-op group, Classical Conversations, which is what most of my 14-year-old's work comes from. He does the Classical Conversations curriculum, and we do 1 day a week, full day over there, and he's doing that. We're also doing Matthew C with him and introducing some courses after he's done. We finished with our co-op end of April, so we'll be jumping into a few courses for my 14-year-old, which will lead into a summer work program, and then we will do a lot of reading. So my son has already mastered the reading Booster A books for level K, and I'm so pleased with it. He did really well. We go back and read them. He's very comfortable reading them. So because he's mastered that, in about 2 months, I'll let him make sure that he's really comfortable, and then we'll be jumping into Booster A. So we'll be doing Booster B reading books and Booster B booster cards. So we'll be incorporating these and getting really comfortable and getting further into this reading, making sure that he's comfortable before we start level 1. And that is one of my favorite things, and I've said this in my previous videos, that although my son just turned 5, he doesn't have to be held back by the fact of his age, and he can move forward at his own pace because he's ready to move forward. My 3-year-old, we are not doing much sit-down work because he does not really crave to do that. He does a little bit of colors, a little bit of sounds, the alphabet, some puzzles, and he is done, and that's completely okay. He's a different learner. It might take him a little bit longer to get to level K, and that is fine. We are not in a rush. He is going to learn. So the first thing that we do when we start our day is our month, our year, the weather, the date, and my son has mastered this all by himself. He does it every single day by himself. He checks off the day, the month, the date, the year and looks outside for the temperature, and then he always writes his name on the bottom. So this is independent practice. He's gotten really good with that. We are we're going over booster A cards, and just to make sure that he is comfortable with everything that he's gotten from this book. And at the bottom, the bottom of his pages have a mastered sticker because he's completed it and he's comfortable and we've moved on. So we're just reviewing it before we go into level K. And then this is what we do with our two little ones together, which is just my body. And it's just recognizing, because my 3-year-old is still learning parts of his body and what connects to what, and learning some of his organs. He's really fascinated with his esophagus, which is amazing that he can say esophagus clearly. And then my 5-year-old is just going more in depth, learning the insides and some of the organs. And this will just be talked about over the years and go deeper in depth with that. And math, as I said, we're doing level K math with the good and the beautiful, and this is a little whiteboard that we use, and my son puts on numbers here. I'll put numbers on here and have him get comfortable with the subtraction and addition. We'll do some drawings and then do some word problems on here, and he's getting really comfortable with that. It's not an obligation, but it's where he is and what he's comfortable with doing. And I truly believe allowing the child to lead the learning in what they're comfortable. So more focusing on their wins and not their losses, not really trying to fix things that are not working, more moving in the direction of where they're comfortable. And it has worked really well. My son is approaching a really good level and really comfortable with learning, and he is actually excited every day when we're going to sit down to do school. And again, not all children are like that. I have a 14-year-old who's very academically intelligent and just does not want to be bothered some days. Then my 3-year-olds could care less about taking a pencil to a page, but each child is different. And this was actually something that my 5-year-old came up with. We've had these dominoes sitting in one of our drawers with our board games for a long time, and he found them and he said, "Can I play this game?" Now he doesn't know how to play dominoes, so he pulled it out and he goes, "Oh, this is a math game. You didn't tell me this was a math game, so it's just for adding." So I thought about it and I said, wow, that's a really good idea, because they have numbers, right? So on the top there's a set of numbers and on the bottom there's a set of numbers, and when you put them together you get a total. So he's been doing that, and he's been using these for addition and subtraction, and it's been working so good. So it's the little things. You don't have to go all out and spend all this money on these fancy tools. You can use something simple as dominoes, and now I think they sell them in the dollar store, so it's perfect. So we are completing level K with the good and the beautiful of language arts and math. We are also going to be completing our classical conversation co-op group. The end of April, we'll take a 2-week break, and then we're going to jump right into level 1. My 14-year-old will do 2 courses, entrepreneurial courses, economics course, and moving forward with my 3-year-old, letting him become comfortable with learning and numbers and things like that, so that the process of jumping into actual book work will be comfortable for him. That's where we are. We've had a pretty good, comfortable, easy flowing homeschool year. It was a little hard to get through some of the days when the days are just cold and dreary and you just want to snuggle up and just binge watch something. But we tried moving forward so that when we do have better weather, if we wanted to take a day off, we could, because we're not behind, we're not falling behind, and every homeschool runs differently, and how you educate your child is completely up to you. I'm just sharing these in hopes that it works. I am not an affiliate for The Good and the Beautiful, but I truly stand by the curriculum. I really enjoy it. My son loves to do it, which is a plus, because you should not drag having to do school. It should be fun, and you can come up with all these different ways of keeping your children interested. Sometimes we pull out Nerf guns and he's shooting his CVC words. Sometimes we're doing jumping jacks while spelling, all the things. Just get creative with your homeschool. And I hope that you've had an amazing homeschooling year, and I hope that you are feeling encouraged to continue to keep going. And if you are using The Good and the Beautiful and you have anything you'd like to share or add, please leave it in my comments. If you are already on level 1, I would love to hear what you like or don't like about level 1. Again, I have not gone through it, but that is the curriculum that we plan on using, and just really focusing on a lot of reading. My son loves reading, and he obviously loves pictures. A little while later, books are going to be fun to read, but there's no longer going to be images. pages. So just getting used to the fact that there's going to be a lot of words on a page, and it's been going really well. So I hope that you're having a great homeschooling year, and would love if you like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being here.